What's up, YouTube? Larry Jackson again. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so I said this story was coming, so this is going to be the origin story. Now, I mean, everybody remembers like the first time they played the drums. Everybody remember. I mean, you should remember. You know what attracted you to the drums for the first time. So this is mine. Okay, and then I just want to make a reference real quick to Josh Crawford. Josh's drums lessons on YouTube. He did an interview with Calvin Rogers, and then he asked Calvin this question like, "How did you choose drums?" And then I love Calvin's answer because he was like, "I didn't choose drums; drums chose me." So it might sound cliche, but I know it's a lot of truth in that. A whole lot of truth in that. So here's my origin story. So I started playing drums in church. I believe I was probably 7 or 8 years old. So once again, the church that I grew up in, when you walk into the sanctuary, it's pews on the left, it's pews on the right. In front of the pews on the right is the organ, and then in front of the pews on the left is the piano and the drum set. So the way it works is we always sat on the left side, closer to the drums anyway. But then what happened was my dad became a deacon in the church. So when he became a deacon in the church, he now sits in a different set of pews up in front of the church by the organ. So then his instructions to me was that I sit where he could see me. So that left me on the front row. So not only on the front row, but now I'm on the front row right by the drums. So every service, I'm tuned into the drums. I was paying a lot of attention, like paying a lot of attention, picking up a lot, and just paying so much attention to little details and all kind of little things and things like that. So we be in church. Of course, we get to church early, so we there. I'm getting ready to take my seat on the front row. We waiting for church to start. As we waiting for church to start, everybody gathers in. Everybody brings it in. They take their positions where they gonna be for where they gonna serve on that day. So then, piano player sits down, organ player sits down, and then I look around and there's no drummer. So the drummer was late that day. But now understand, I'm sitting here on the front row, like I said, 7 or 8 years old. Okay, never touched a drum. Okay, never had a lesson, never even had a conversation about the drums. But I'm just sitting there. I had been watching for a while. So service starts, still no drummer. They start singing. So they start singing, and the first thing that pops in my head is that I know this beat. So I've been watching these drummers. I know what drums to hit. I know when to hit them. I know how to make this beat. So what happened was I'm sitting there, and then I'm telling a story, and it's like, even though I'm telling it like this happened, and then this happened, and then this happened, this all happened real fast. So when I said they had started singing, they probably had been singing for a good 20 seconds, 30 seconds. And then it's like, there's no drummer. It's like, oh, but I recognize it. And it's like, that was the beginning of something. And then what had happened from there, it's like, I didn't choose to like get up and go get on the drums. It's like I'm still thinking in my head, I'm still putting all of this together, but then it's like a power or a force just took over me, and then before I know it, I'm standing up, I'm getting up, I'm taking steps, I'm walking slowly to the drum set, and then it's like, then I walk over to the drums. Now this is on Sunday morning. I get to the drums. This is the first time I ever been this close to a drum set. This is the first time I ever seen drums up close, but I get right there on the drums, sit down, and I start playing. And I mean, I could say, and then we was off from there. But that was my first time playing drums. It was live. It was in front of everybody. Never had played before. No lesson. And it was a rush. It was an incredible rush. And in hindsight, you know, looking back, every time you sit down at the kit and you play, you should, or I don't know if you should, but I know I do. I walk away with something that I can improve on, something that happened, or if there was a moment in the music or in the song or something I tried that didn't go that well, or something wasn't feeling right, or whatever the case may be. You walk away with that ingrained in your head, and then you just want to work on that from then on out. But in retrospect, looking back at that moment, like I realized I had to go ahead and learn how to play these drums. So that's the origin story, man. And yeah, man, we just been rocking ever since. So thanks for listening.